Please sit down. It is a very humble request to let you all know there was a green Chinese bag which had a gift, and that gift is missing. It was never brought back to… So if somebody who was working in the trailer might have seen, or anybody who's connected in any form and shape can track it down, will be obligated because that was meant for prayer. Somehow it got messed up. In 16 years, we have never lost a present. This is the first time. So if somebody can remember, it's a Chinese silken small greenish bag, contain a mala and something else. Anyway. We are talking about science and art and science of a successful woman. Whatever I say here is my personal experience, or it is as I have learnt. It is no obligation to you in any form and shape to take these suggestions seriously, because I don't want another lawsuit. Therefore, whatever I say is not obligatory to be followed, but you can take it at your own risk. That's what I have to say to begin with. Anyway, woman as a caliber in the ancient science is considered to be the moon. And moon, the first day moon, the second day moon, is conjunction with the stars. 14th day moon, there more poetry on the 14th day moon, Chaudhvi ka chand. Whenever it is beautifully referred to, something which is extremely beautiful, then they say so and so is like a 14th day moon in the Orient. And it is not to qualify or to classify the realms of consciousness. The fact is that man is considered with the sun and woman is considered with the moon. The power of the sun is to sprout, but nursing is the power of the moon. If in a particular fortnight, from waxing to waning, if the skies remain cloudy and moon does not reach the earth, the fruits, the vegetables, the growth can be damaged. To start, to begin with, and to ripe in the end, that's the part of the sun. But in between the process is all considered the power of the moon. And moon is not also considered 100% positive. It is also, sometimes we want to abuse somebody, we say he's a lunatic. And in the discovery of the science, the mind of the human being is considered always moon. And the zodiac, the existence, is considered as sun. So physical body is considered as sun, of a female and a male both. But mind of the male and female both are considered as moon. And the woman who does not understand the beauty in her own capacity, containment, majority of the women do not know how to contain themselves. Believe me or not, I'm not trying to persuade you that you should or you should not. 99.9% all a woman has to do is to contain herself. It is not that in America it is difficult. You must have understood a few days ago there was a referendum in Ireland, the most powerful Catholic country, and they wanted to, by the referendum, know whether divorce is legal, should be made legal or not. And with the overwhelming majority, including women, they rejected, because that gives a more rational power to divide the family, the land, the family, the properties. On average, in United States, everybody gets divorced 2.3%, or 2.3. It means on average everybody gets divorced twice. And to successfully run the United States economy, we need 4 divorces in one's lifetime. It's an economic necessity. And my trouble never started till I started the movement of GGMWA, Grace of God Movement of Women of America. Before that, they let me live alone. They never bothered, I was just a yogi. But when we started getting out, marching in the streets, candlelight session on the red light areas, doing things, making women feel secure, asking a woman, look, worst has already happened, you have put in 10 years in it, continue. I do not know, I always believe that a woman who's mentally clear, physically contained, and spiritually oriented can be a very happy woman. Somehow I believe that. I think God believes that. And to be very honest and frank with you, I have seen divorces happening, and sometimes we can't help it, and they do take place. What that divorce does to children is irreparable loss. It cannot be repaired, doesn't matter what you do. And I was 2 days ago counseling a young man, and I asked him, I said, you know better why you did it. How can you do it? He looked in my eyes and said, you want to know the truth, sir? I said, try it. I don't expect truth or lie is the same thing to me, but I'm asking just a question, if you can answer me. He said to me, he said, I did it because I'm mad at my mother. Having known his mother, I have no other question to ask, I knew it. I mean, it was not normal. If woman knows as a woman, and woman is the art being a woman, then things cannot be that bad. But when a woman, instead of being a piece of art, of creating an electromagnetic field of which she can be proud to have the strength to contain, instead of that, she asked 3 questions. One is, what about me? Number 2, am I in control? Number 3, where is my security? And I tell you folks, all of you sitting here, ask these 3 questions 3 times and you will all freak out. Doesn't matter how happy you are. Repeat those questions.
What about me? Am I in control? Where is my security?
Now, I'm going to sit down. You should close your eyes and you should repeat these questions and see how miserable you can be. No. Listen, this year, everybody is saying the enemies are reaching the door and they want to get me away from you and all that. But anyway, that's in the hand of God. But my intention to be with you and to teach you is to make you practically understand what I'm saying, how right it is. So I want you to do the homework, I want you to experience, I want you to sit down and repeat this question like a mantra. You're married, not married, you're happy, not happy, I'm not asking a bit. I'm asking, just ask these 3 questions. And one person should undertake to call it loudly, this question. And you close your eyes and you meditate on this for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not more. That'll be enough. Isn't that when it rains we have to keep that thing somewhere safe, or it sits there? It's waterproof? Thank you for consideration. Put few stones over it so that it may not blow away. So please close your eyes and repeat this question.
What about me? Where am I in control? Where is my security? Everybody, out loud. What about me? Am I in control? Where is my security? What about me? Am I in control? Where is my security?
Okay, now open your eyes. Ask yourself how you feel. These are the three questions you can ask yourself any time and feel miserable. Actually, the reality is that these three questions, repeat it.
What about me? Am I in control? Where is my security?
All these three questions, if you are a woman, you are the only one who is the answer of these three questions. The answer is, what about I am, am I in control? That's the second question. Am I within me? I am the universe. Third question, where is my security? God is my security. Now take these three questions and take these three answers and loudly repeat, see now how you feel.
What about me? I am. Am I in control? Within me, I am the universe. Where is my security? God is my security. What about me? I am. Am I in control? Within me, I am the universe. Where is my security? God is my security. What about me? I am. Am I in control? Within me, I am the universe. Where is my security? God is my security.
You have to realize and understand, everything in this earth is really a non-realistic. You can have use of certain things and you may not have use of certain things. That's all is the difference. But you always have use of yourself. If you do not allow your artistic personality fall apart, and you do not allow to get yourself deviated from your scientific self-personality approach, there's nothing on this earth which can defeat you. Success does not come in playing games. Success does not come making love. Success does not come being intelligent. Success does not come being wise. Success does not come being good-hearted. Success does not come being a giver. Success does not come making sacrifice. For a woman, there is no success if she does not have everlasting trust and power to deliver it. Just understand the very basic need of you Please, if you want to be equal, you want to be human, you want to play games, you will be played game. There are a lot of people who can do a lot of things. Taking all that into consideration, your capacity to success within your own realm, forget about who helps you and who not. Your realm of success, your, is within your power to be trusted. And then your power to deliver it. There is a story in the scriptures that there was a very wonderful, nice, kind, genuinely religious, pure-hearted king. And within his life, everything was nothing but happy. People were very happy. Ill luck would have it, something happened, some sickness came, and the king died. Queen became the regent. It means in charge of the affair of the state. She was the most delicate, sophisticated musician, artist, good cook, wonderful wife, an extremely pretty woman, frail. Her entire feeling was like a chiffon. You know what chiffon is? That cloth you can see through is the thinnest woven thing in the world. People used to joke with each other, we have a chiffon queen. That's what they used to say. Matter kept going. And even she has not done 1 year of mourning when the neighbor two kings join hand together and try to attack the state. Anyway, the armies mashed up. The Grand Vizier and the Vizier for defense. You know, in those days, armies line up this side, that type, then the generals come, 2 people from that side, 2 people, they negotiate how the war has to be fought. There used to be rule, not like this, bombard it, doesn't matter. When these 2 men were marching towards meeting in the middle, they were overtaken by this very silky, simple, and just a piece of art queen. So, naturally, it is not good 3 should go. So what happened is the Grand Vizier, the Commander-in-Chief and the Vizier for defense, so the 4 started moving. The other side was coming too. When they saw the 4 are coming forward and 3 are behind and 1 is in forward, those 2 kings with their 2 army generals started marching forward. They came in and they met in the center. And Queen saluted them, said, we had a great pleasure to be your neighbors for a very long time. I'm very grateful when you send the condolence for my husband. From my clothes you can understand I'm still in mourning because year is not over. With all the respect and regard we have for each other, we know we have to fight a war. Your armies have come and gathered, and so mine. I personally took the courtesy to come and deliver you a message. We'll fight very well. And defeated or victory is in it. Defeat and victory is in the hand of God. But I can assure you, we'll give you a good fight. And please don't offer any conditions for reconciliation and truce. But I personally came to thank you, to test our strength, trust our art of war, and trust the loyalty, the dignity, and the strength, inner and outer, of my men. Those both kings look at each other. They never thought what they're up to. I mean, say, if you hit this queen with an arrow will not lose 1/1,000,000th of its strength going through her body, how skinny she was. I mean, they couldn't believe. That delivery was so strong. And when the army saw that their chef-on queen has gone up front to negotiate, they became angel of death. And it is said so, that first when the bugle, that sunk conch of the war, was played, normally they play 3 times, their lancemen of this side had already gone 1/3 over the army forces. There was nothing to stop it. It became an invincible solid spirit. There was nothing but time and space could do. And within the hour, the enemies were not only defeated, but they surrendered, they couldn't run. Before midday, Queen decided that both kings should return to their kingdoms and rule in peace as our neighbors. And everybody should take care of their wounded. And normally the defeated kings do give what you call this money, gold, lot of things in connection with that. And she said, every kingdom should take care of their dead and wounded. Well, day passed. One day Grand Vizier was sitting, he asked the queen the question, he said, may I ask what made you to do that? You never consulted us. She said, I knew people loved me, I knew people trusted me, and I knew I can deliver them to their excellence. And I thought over it, and I said, if I have a trust, if I do not deliver it, they can't fight. So I decided not to sit in the palace. I decided to do what I did. That is the power . But normally, we feel very insecure Our trembling block and our defeating sight in our life is every woman feels with the loss of youth, she has lost control. It is called some subconscious reversal. It is not a particular woman or a particular woman of a particular religion. That's not true. Every woman with each day feels she has lost something precious subconsciously. If it is not restored with an equal amount of confidence that something has been gained, then the balance sheet will be bad. Depression, negativity, self-hatred, then life will be lived with traumas, dramas, and with neurosis, not with a sophisticated, confirmed, graceful exterior and interior posture. So in all the reality which you have to understand, you have an art within you to be a woman. And after that, you seek the communication, then that communication or that relationship with any man or any woman or any neighbor or one who lives above you or below you, left of you, right of you, front of you, back of you, will mean anything. Think about it. You as a woman within you. Not you as a woman outside of you. There is no such thing as a strength, mind you. Within the woman as strong and as clear-headed is. That is the reality. If within the woman the reality is not there, then doesn't matter what you built outside, it shall crumble. When I came 18 years here, 18 years ago, I still have the same idea which I have today. That if a woman becomes a woman, she can conquer all what she wants to. With all the process of the time I have gone through, my idea has not changed. I still believe instead of being a chick, she has to be eagle. I still believe kindness and compassion, forgiveness and beautiful behavior is the basic gestures of the female. This situation which you are confronting here, that every woman should be a tomboy, hero, hit hard, get even with, is out of pure frustration, because family structure has broken. Man used to go and earn and provide, and woman used to maintain and contain the family. That was the basic balance. Now that balance doesn't exist, and neither it can come back. Mostly men and women have to work to keep life going. I understand that. And secondly, there are jobs which men can do easily and women have difficulty to do. But now it's called discrimination. So now women like to do the job which men do, and men will like to do the jobs which women do. The polarity difference between the sun and the moon has mentally been eliminated. You have to understand that. I can never believe, even today, that if I see somebody in the physical body of a woman and I would like to see her blaming anybody else. It's very rude and insulting to a woman to herself, because she is 16 times genuinely more intelligent, and that genuinity and that intelligence is given to her because she is supposed to be a mother who's going to keep the race going and keep the family going and keep the children going. So God has provided her instant intuitive capacity, which hardly I have seen any woman use it. Because woman has no security in her as a woman. Her security is how much money she has got, how many games she can play, how many situations she can twist, how many tantrums she can lay, how many traumas she can do. Now, believe me or not, that's not a woman. That is called dealing with the pain in the neck. Then when you get a chance, you do it. When he get a chance, he does it. He and she are in a combat. A woman whose self has the capacity to contain all the universe within her reach and without any hesitation. In a lot of situations, you as a woman do not consider your speciality of adequates and your performance. If your performance, how simple it may be or how complicated it may be, is not done artistically, you have lost your woman touch. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can understand man getting yelling, screaming, rude, yeah, you, you. Totally, it is understandable. Short-tempered, mad. Call it anything. I'm not, there's another acquisition now these days with me, well, you just give okay to men whatever they do, you don't tell them what to do. Please forgive me. I'm not teaching this course to men. I'm teaching to people who God has made them to look like a woman. And what I'm trying to do is, if you look like a woman, you should live like a woman. That is my goal in life. You do not understand. I have one motive in my whole life. When I was this year old, that year old, or that year old, I need one woman, one, not two, who can electromagnetically can attract a man, and out of that union, God conscious Christ or God conscious Guru, Satguru, God conscious Brahm avatar can be born to save the entire humanity. That's the purpose. I may succeed, I may not succeed. It's not my problem. When we were doing this peace prayer day, I was warned before that I am inviting a big mess. I knew it. But I also knew God is not on vacation. Enemies are enemies. And enemies will do you things which you cannot even understand. Because things done in animosities are very severe. There's no problem with that. But enemies are enemies, friends are friends. But God's sake, don't become your own enemy. No woman has the right to let the artistic nature go. And you have to understand, the greatest beauty of life is, let the enemies attack. Let your faith survive. If they won't attack you, when you will be tested. In one counseling, this woman told me, she said, my husband is just good for nothing. He's never going to be all right. What should I do? I say, I agree with you. He doesn't go to work, sits at home, and the only thing he does in his life is go to play golf. Can you believe that? That's what he does. He just plays golf. This woman has 3 children and herself and a house and everything, and she has 2 jobs. She goes 7 o'clock in the morning, gets up at about 3 o'clock, then goes again at 5 o'clock and comes back at 9 o'clock. She earns 2 salaries to maintain that home, that standard, whatever you want to call it. And this gentleman sits, eats, and plays golf. And if you ask him to do work, he said, I get headache. There's no headache, he has a headache. He jiggles his teeth so bad that even doctors are sometimes go crazy, but it's all his act. And she asked me, what is my opinion? I said, you want my real opinion or you want just an opinion? She said, I want a real opinion. I said, you got the worst challenge, meet it the best way. She said, you want me to remain married? I said, I want to ask you something. How many years you have been married with this guy? She said, 11. I said, you have put 11 years of your life. Why to give up now? So we were sitting together, and I asked that man, I said, you know what we were talking about? He said, yes. She always wants to know from you how useless I am. But let me tell her one thing, I am very useful. I said, in which way? She said, first of all, the children have father, she has a husband, and she's not widow. And that is the price of it. Now explain to me what I can say. It was a dead end. I say, but there is a one thing you can do. If you just do that, no question asked. I said, 25th paudi of the Japji, you should read 11 times. He said, I'll read the whole Japji 11 times. That I can do. Fine. Just remember how luck turns around. It was the 38th day of reading Japji 11 times. He read his Banis 11 times, took up his golf thing, picked up the car and went to play golf. And he happened to meet a man there who was trying to find somebody to play with. So they both started talking. This gentleman asked him, what do you do? He said, I do nothing. He said, but how you live? He said, I just live. I play golf. He said, is that true? He said, yes, I play golf. I have nothing else to do. He said, this damn game, I don't know, I have tried to learn, I don't know how to do it. If you play golf with me every day, I'll give you $5,000 a month. But you have to come and play golf with me when I ask, is that a contract? He said, fine. Shook hand. And they played a golf, he liked him so much, he came, he gave him $1,000 as instructor fee, $5,000 in monthly salary. He gave a check, $6,000 check on the spot. Just for the companionship of playing golf, that's all, nothing more, nothing less. And that's what he does now. He tours all over the world, goes with this man, and when this man finishes his work, he's a big, huge businessman, he takes him out and they both play golf. Guess what his salary is now? He gets $15,000 plus $120 a day allowance when he travels with him. Month. When the luck can turn, you can never know. And a question was asked to this man by his financial advisor when he wanted to give him a salary that kind and all that. He said, what is this man? He said, this man is not only my golf mate, he's the only man who tells me straight truth. I sometimes discuss with him and he says, I don't understand, but I can feel you are not right. He said, that has saved us millions of dollars, I don't care what you say, that's his salary, and never ask me again. Somehow, I did ask him, I said, is there any complaint you have now? He said, yes. I said, what's that? He said, traveling is a hardship. Art. Life is an art. Life is a to be lived as a science. Just remember that. Life is an art to be lived as a science. If you mix wrong chemistry, deny the law of physics, the art will end up being a mess. Just remember, you within you has the art and the science of success. Potentially it is hidden, it is dormant, and it has to be brought out. Now let us sit in our calmness as we are starting, and let us breathe long and deep, and go in our prayer. So we must succeed. Pray for your success. And put that tape on, please. Just meditate. Give yourself that meditative power chance. Do it scientifically and artistically. and hold. Let it go. Inhale again. Inhale deep and hold. Let it go. Inhale deep. Exhale deep. Inhale deep.